Alright, what it is, Daniacs? We back here with Captain Tazaria. We back here with the captain. This is my second call, and let's get on into it. I'll be reacting to it as we go.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What up, Captain? This is Dame Darklight calling from Arkansas, but I ain't from Arkansas, though. I'm from Florida.
Okay, no sweat. You got a question or comment?
Yeah, man. I told you I'd be a repeat caller. I just want to holler at you. Right off the bat.
This the white boy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's not entirely accurate. I'm half black, half brown, half red, half white. All right. 4 halves make a whole. So just calling me the white. And I understand. I look white. I understand that. Kind of colorist, but yeah, I understand that. Sure. I look white. But I'll tell you what, I live out here in Arkansas now. I'm not from here. I'm from Florida. But I ain't white enough for these fuck-ass honkies around here. Around Chia, I ain't white enough for them. So, yeah, it's funny because, I can look white all I want, but I don't fully act white. So they don't accept me around. They don't accept me anywhere I go, is what it is. I'd say it's not all about me, but that would be a complete fucking lie and fabrication. It's absolutely all about me. Nigga, got me fucked up with someone else. Got me fucked up.
Yeah. So Trump is actually a Jew posing as a Christian. I don't know if you knew that or not.
You mean born as a so-called Jew, or?
No. I just mean he claims Jew. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know what he was born as, but he does claim Jew, and right. He's over there kissing the wall for the state of Israel and shit.
I heard that the so-called Jew has Trump in his pocket.
Yeah, for damn sure.
See, he keeps saying so-called Jew because it is his position and majoritively the position of the Hebrew Israelites that the people who claim to be Jewish these days are not the actual real Jews. I've heard him say this on other podcasts because I've watched a lot of content on Captain right here. So that is his position, and I would love to see him have some debates with some knowledgeable Jews, because he had that debate that I saw on the Fight Back podcast with Jake Shields, and that particular one, that guy claiming Jew, he was an Anasazi Jew. He didn't seem to be too studious. He didn't seem to be too smart. We'll just say he wasn't putting up very good arguments. Let's just say. But so it's his position that anyone with light skin can't possibly be a real Jew or lighter skin than his, right? Even though, to be honest, bruh, between you and me, Captain, you look like you got a little crack in you. You do. I'm just saying, you look like you got a little crack in you to me, Captain. But that's just me. And even if you don't, I identify you as partially cracker. All right. Now, go ahead and throw my cards on the table. I'm a non-Abrahamic, true monotheist. Followers of Abraham are a blood cult of sin worshippers. Yep. Yahweh, Jesus, and Allah are desert war gods of hypocrisy, not the actual one true creator. Yep. So, next time I call up Captain, I'm just going to start right off with the theology, because he keeps wanting to veer off into racism bullshit. And he's stuck on it where it's us versus them. Anyone light skinned is the devil, and he actually says that towards the end of this call right here.
I would argue that the Jewish man has had the American presidents in their pocket for a long time.
Yeah, absolutely. The state of Israel is very ungrateful because America is actually that they.
Caller, hold on.
That's dark light to you, bruh. It's dark light to you, dark light to anyone. But you can identify me as caller if you would like. That's fine.
The state of Israel has shown what kind of character they have because of how they treat everyone that's ever helped them. I mean, look at the Palestinians. The Palestinians, when no one else in the world would take them, the Palestinians said, "Hey, y'all come over here, share this land with us, and look at what they did with that gift."
Palestinians aren't white. That's why. Because as much as America has helped them, you've never seen Jewish people turn their back on them.
See, and that's not accurate. That's not accurate. Just because the Israel state doesn't openly attack the United States, which that statement is not even 100% accurate either, because Mossad is accredited for assassinations of U.S. citizens and U.S. High-ranking officials and U.S. Billionaires, and in order to manipulate our society. They are trying to use America as a cum dumpster for Israel, to help Israel essentially take over the world. Israel is using America as their shield in front and bootmen to take over the world. So his assertion that Israel is all totally friendly with America, that is not accurate. They might be friendly with some politicians that are pro-Israel, some American politicians that are pro-Israel, but that is their entire agenda. The Israel state now, which I make a distinction between the Israel state and the Jewish people, and there's a distinction between the Jewish people and Zionists. Okay, not all Jews are Zionists. I have some people that I consider friends that are Jewish. I don't know how much they consider me a friend or not, but I've known some good-ass people that are Jews. So I absolutely do not, because this is something that the Israel elitists are trying to force. They want everyone to see all Jews as the same, all Jews as Zionists who support Israel, and that is not true. There are many citizens within the state of Israel who do not support what Israel is doing. So let's roll with it.
The Palestinians represent the Palestinian people are in the way of the Israeli expansion. So the way they seduce the Palestinians, because you're right, you can see video.
The whole world is in the way of Israeli expansion, because the Zionist elitists that are running the Israel state think it is their birthright to rule over and lord over the entire world, which is what makes them the Zionists.
When the Israelis was coming off the boats, the Palestinians was welcoming them with open arms. You can actually see the videos of that. So they was never at odds. They was never at war. They just wanted peace because they had an agreement of where the Israelis would stay and the Palestinians would stay. But like anything, the white man being the devil, he breaks every treaty that he's ever made.
See, I told you earlier, the white man being the devil. Oh, okay. So no black person has ever broken a treaty against another black person, then, right? Is kind of what you're insinuating right there. That's kind of what you're insinuating right there. So that's not true. Black people kill more black people than any other demographic. Okay, each demographic is responsible for the most atrocities upon their own people. And it's funny, he has kind of this simultaneously inferior complex mixed with a superiority complex. Simultaneously, it's all about weedy, my pussy hurts. Look what y'all did to me. Then all of a sudden, it's still the same. Yeah, well, we're better than you, and fuck you. We're gonna make you the slaves. Simultaneously, it's ironic. It's quite ironic and quite hilarious. The irony of it, dude. Like, these Hebrew Israelites and the KKK have a whole lot in common, bro. You guys do. Y'all got a lot in common. You guys pretty much see the world essentially the same way, just inverted. Just one group is all about, oh, hey, it's all about us whiteys and fuck everyone else. And then the Hebrew Israelites is, oh, hey, it's all about us blackies and fuck everyone else. It's kind of low-key hilarious, bro.
And so the idea for them was just to get in there and then expand. So the Palestinians will always be enemies because they're in the land way. The way of, what I mean by land way, that land that the Palestinians is on.
You in the way of the land we want. Get the fuck out the way of the land we want. See, he's acting like, just because you white, then the Israelis aren't going to want your land. That's bullshit. Is the Zionist Israelis want all land everywhere. They think the entire world is their cum dumpster.
The Israelis want it. So as long as they want it, they'll always be an enemy.
Yeah, Trump talking about building a casino on top of the field of death that they're creating over there. It's fucking sickening, bro.
Well, Trump, listen, there's no end to what Trump will do. There's no end. So I'm not...
Motherfuckers trying to start 4 different wars, man. Venezuela, Iran, Greenland. It's like, Jesus fuck.
And the 4th war is the war against the American people. I know if he was counting, I forgot to mention that 4th one, but yeah, it's 4 different wars on 4 fronts. And the 4th one is against the American people. It's fucking ridiculous, dude.
Christ, bro.
He's going to make sure he gets a war. He's going to make sure... Hold on. Caller, hold on. He's going to make sure that he gets a war started. He needs a war started. He needs the chaos. He needs all of that. That's what he's echoing. He's echoing in.
And it's the same signature of all dying empires. Is the closer you get to dying, the harder you try to expand out and take over other sovereign nations, which ironically does nothing but exacerbate your demise, essentially. I mean, the Roman Empire, the Russian Empire. The more you try to expand out, the Alexander the Great, you know, coincidentally, him stretching out and try to conquer the entire known world spread his resources too thin in the places he had already conquered. So America is in that state right now, and the American people have a choice to make. Are we going to just sit back and let the government run our fucking country into the goddamn ground, which is exactly what they're doing? Using our tax dollars to fund motherfucking genocides, dude. That is our tax dollars right there, funding genocides. Billions of dollars going to other countries, sending tax dollars to everything, to help everything except for the American people. And that's by design. That is by design, because the harder the American people have it, for one, that distracts you from controlling your world. You know, if you're just caught in the rat race of just trying to fucking survive. Okay, and then not only that, the more that you look around and see strife around you, the more desperate that makes you. That makes you override your basic reasoning, okay? And then with that, overriding your reasoning and being stressed the fuck out and being depressed, all that accumulates into not thinking straight. And when you're not thinking straight, you will accept a lesser decision being enforced upon you. That's all part of the fucking plan, dude. Because all this fucking money that America has sent to wars overseas, if that was put back into the American economy and the American people, America would right now be the pinnacle of human civilization right fucking now. Because right now, China's beating us, y'all. China's got flying cars, dude. I'm just saying. There should be, every single American should own their own home. Every single American should be on independent electricity, off-grid electric. But, okay, so dependence strengthens a country. The more independence, not dependence. Independence strengthens a country. So in order to weaken a country, you must make the citizens as dependent as possible. So that's actually a good metric by which to judge a country's freedom versus tyranny ratio, is by how dependent the individual citizens are upon the government. Okay, and just like a weak man only wants a weak wife, a weak government only wants a weak people, because only a weak people will tolerate a weak government. So a government that loves tyranny and loves weakness must force that weak tyranny upon the people and must manipulate them into accepting this weakness by calling it strength, by calling it good. Let's roll with it.
The Third World War, that's what he's trying to do on purpose.
No, absolutely.
Yep, absolutely. Third World War and Second American Civil War. As soon as Trump was elected into office, I called it, bro. I said, this motherfucker is going to try to use religion to start the American Civil War Part 2. And And it's not just religion. It's any division that they can possibly muster. Because don't get it twisted. If Kamala Harris got elected instead of Trump, she'd have been doing the same fucking shit, dude. She would have been doing the same fucking shit, bro. And all the fucking Democrats that are talking down on Trump would have been supporting it right now. Just like you got all these fuckface Republicans that was all acting like they love freedom. Now all of a sudden they're bootlicking fucking Trump. Just because it's your supposed team that's wearing your fucking color doing the tyranny doesn't make it any less a fucking tyranny, y'all. See, I don't play that left-right bullshit. And at the end of this, he wants to call me liberal. Liberal. I mean, okay, liberal has come to mean something different than what it originally started off as, because the original revolutionaries identified as liberal, the American revolutionaries, okay, who fought for and created America. They were liberal. But I don't identify as liberal. You can identify me as liberal if you want, but that's funny because I got a lot of atheist associates. I would call a few of them friends just because, friend is a two-way street. But I got all kinds of atheist associates who would not call me liberal whatsoever, because I'm constantly giving them. I just give shit where I see it fit and do to be given it.
And you got all these people cheering him on that they're fucking retarded, because attacking another country's sovereignty is only going to do nothing but hurt America. The practice of attacking another sovereignty is only going to attack our own individual sovereignty, which we see that right now in the homeland with all this ICE bullshit.
Right. I agree 100%.
Yep.
Yeah. Was there anything else?
And I just wanted to let you know, my white ancestors, they didn't even come here until after the.
See, now I did bring it up. I brought the race up. I brought it up, and goddamn, for the whole rest of the goddamn call, it's all we're talking about is race. So next time I'm going to bring it up. But it just kind of pissed me off because from our last call, he kept saying, your ancestors did this to us. I'm like, motherfuckers, my ancestors wasn't even here in America. My ancestors didn't get to America till after World War II, motherfucker. My ancestors had nothing to do with the American slavery. And not all white people who are here in America and whose ancestors was here during slavery had shit to do with the slavery. Okay? You know how many fucking white people fought in the Civil War against the South to liberate the fucking black slaves? So all kinds of fucking white people fought to liberate the black slaves. There's all kinds of white people that would march with black people during the civil rights movements. So based on his whole attitude, see, he starts coming at me sideways as fuck. And if you come at me sideways, you're going to get came on sideways. It's just how it is. I don't give a flying fuck about color. I do not. I got all kinds of black family. I'm just saying, I see character, not color. Okay, but all this motherfucker sees is color. That's all he sees is color.
Slaves were freed. So last time we talked, you kept saying like you people, like you, like my family had something to do with slavery. My family had nothing to do with American slavery.
You did, because your family was able to come over here and reap the benefits off of slavery. It wasn't a fair shake.
Well, my family had nothing to do with the American slavery. We came here after the slaves was already freed here in America.
And this is where the disconnect comes with white people, because I don't think you understand. Black people couldn't come over here.
I'm only half white, bro.
And then reap the benefits of what the Americans did during slavery.
Yeah, just the way he's framing that. Just the way he's framing it. So that was way fucking back when we wasn't even alive. Shit's changed since then, homie. So these days, if you take it to the present day, legally, black people do have all kinds of benefits that white people don't have these days legally. And I'm talking about motherfucking legally.
But white people can. Whether your ancestors came over here before or after, you come from them people. And so because you come...
No, see, he's acting like all white people is the same. All black people is the same. Nah, nigga. Nah, motherfucker. All white people is not the goddamn same. It is not. All white people is not this goddamn same. In our last call, I was talking about the Irish were slaves. He's like, no, they weren't. That's the biggest lie. White people, or Irish people weren't slaves. The fuck they weren't. Irish people were, and some of the grievances he pulls up for his identified people. Oh, they would rape us. Fucking Irish people got raped by the motherfucking English, bro. It's like, the indentured servitude did not stop at skin color. Okay, that's more of a recent development as far as slavery goes. Over in Russia, they had this fucked up system, hundreds of years ago, where it's always been the elites versus the fucking poor. It's always been that. It's always been the elites versus the poor, dude. It was black people who went into Africa to round up the other black people. That wasn't white people going up into the fucking heartland of Africa and hunting down black people. That they just transported them. So let's take accountability for the grievances that people who share our same skin color has enacted upon us, instead of constantly deflecting every single misgiving upon someone who don't look like you. I hear all these people talking about someone that looks like me, as if everyone that looks like you has always done nothing but favors for you. That is not true. That's how some people like to act. That's not accurate.
From them people, they will establish this land for you, allow you to come over on this land, and then you're walking on the bones of the Native Indians. You're walking on the...
See, look, now when I talk about I'm half black, half brown, half red, half white, okay, that's only culturally, okay? But if we are talking about genetically, I do genetically have Native American genetically. So, I mean, technically, I'm about 3/4 white and about 1/4 Native American genetically. But now, culturally, I'm half black, half brown, half red, half white. So when he's talking about you walking on the bones of the Native Americans, the Native Americans is my actual legit ancestors, you fuck-ass honky. You fuck-ass honky.
Bones of the slaves. And as you walking on the bones of the slaves, you'll lay claim to the innocency of,
See, and there, he's got this mental disconnect of white people was never slaves. That's bull fucking shit, dude. That is bull fucking shit. That is bullshit. He wants to act like people that look like him with his skin tone, the grievances that happened upon them are the only grievances that have ever mattered, and carrying that shit with him into the future. From way in the fucking past. Like shit is different these days than the days you're even talking about, dude. This shit is different these days. Like so many white people have fought and died to give black people independence, to give black people equal rights. So I'm from Florida, dude. We integrated in Florida. I know there's a lot of places in the country where you guys just love to be racist as fuck. I know, I understand that, but where I'm from ain't like that. And I don't know, I haven't been there in a while, so shit's might have gotten a little changed since then. But when I grew up in I grew up in hoods, motherfucker. Legit. And see, the thing is, if you don't like white people talking like y'all, okay, there's one simple fix for that. And it's going to take a concerted effort, though, on all y'all's part. So everywhere in the fucking hood, you just going to have to talk to white people. You just going to have to put your white voice on for white people, okay? If you're tired of white people talking like you, okay, you're just going to have to start talking to them different. Because what happens is that rubs off on a motherfucker. They call it the formative years for a reason. And I'm not talking about honky-ass crackers that are just being tourists. Just taking a little tour and strolling through the hood and going back to wherever the fuck they came from. I'm talking about the motherfuckers that live there in the hood with you. Okay? So that's what y'all are going to have to do. If you don't like the way I talk, then one, you can go fuck yourself. And if you're just trying to get offended about something, then you can go suck your daddy's dick with that mouth, you little bitch. I'll give you something to be offended about. If you're just looking to be offended, I'll offend you, motherfucker. See, to me, we're all brothers. I don't give, like my last call, I was calling him bro and brother, and he's like, well, it depends on what color your dad was on if I call you that back. I don't need you to call me brother. I will carry the unity for everyone. I don't need you to carry that unity. I will carry that motherfucking unity, dude.
You didn't come over here till afterwards. Yes, but your ancestors laid the groundwork for you to come over here and not have to fight, not have to enslave, but then just still reap the benefits of what your ancestors did to the slaves.
Not he keeps saying your ancestors, like the not all white people come from the same fucking white people, motherfucker. Okay, and if you want to get down into it, okay. So my ancestors, like, for one, you know, I do have Native American in me. I got German and Irish. Like my grandfather, his grandfather was in the Nazi Party. Okay, GOE with the weird double line or double dot above the E, Goethals, or they call it Goebbels or some shit. I don't know how they pronounce it, but my grandfather had to change his name when he moved to America as a kid. Right after World War II, my grandfather moved here to get away from that bullshit, and they treated my grandfather like shit when he fucking moved here, dude. They treated my grandfather like shit. They called him a baby killer. That they did not just accept him because he was white. Oh, he's white, let's just accept him. Nah, man, you got me fucked up, dude. Acting like, oh, just because you white, you was just rolled out the fucking red carpet for it. See, I kept hearing that because I like I said, I was raised up in the hood. I kept hearing that this attitude there. If you're white, you just get the fucking key to the city. And I was raised up in hoods, and I finally moved out here to Arkansas, where it is mostly white. And come to fucking find out, that's a fantasy. That whole, if you're white, you fucking get the key to the city bullshit, that's a fucking fantasy, dude. That does not exist. Just because you white don't mean you white enough out here. And that's been me the whole time I've been out here. I'm white, but I ain't white enough. And then I'm black, but I ain't black enough for motherfuckers like this. And I'm red, but I ain't red enough for a lot of Native Americans. I'm brown, but I ain't brown enough. Actually, no, that's a lie. A lot of Hispanics love the fuck out of me. I get along with Hispanics pretty good. Not gonna lie. Hispanics is my niggas, dude. I worked at the power plant in Florida for a long time, and it was like 10% Americans and like 90% Hispanics. Okay, so it would oftentimes be I'd be the only cracker on the crew, right? And so I was immersed in the Spanish language, and anything having to do with building scaffold, I can talk Spanish for. Pasa la lumbre, pinche güero. Dame la chocha. All right.
I understand how you can feel that way. I don't agree, but I understand how you can feel that way.
Yeah, that's just facts. Hold on one second. Hold on. Because black people can't come over here and get the white benefits, right?
Oh, okay, so he's about to put a time period on it. But if you're talking about anywhere in the fucking modern era, then the answer to that question is yes, absolutely. Not only can white people or black people come over here and get the benefits, they can get more benefits than most white people these days. Ever since I was a fucking kid these days. So for the last at least 40, 50 years, dude, I'm 40 years old, but the time period, see, he's about to put a qualifier on it and say back then. So yeah, back then it might have been different, you know, but anytime within my fucking life period, yeah, black people can move right the fuck into America and get granted all kinds of shit that white people can't get. You fuck ass honky.
During that time, could black people...
I don't agree with that assertion.
During that time, could black people come over here and reap those white benefits that...
See, he put that qualifier in there, during that time. So what, we're talking the early 1900s? I don't know, like 1930 or so. When the fuck did my grandpa come over here? It was after World War II. It was right after World War II. I don't know, but what's that, 1940s or something? I don't know. I got to brush up on my history a little bit. So during that time, yeah, you still had the fucking Jim Crow laws and shit. So yeah, during that time, sure. But we ain't in that time. We're in a totally different time. And you and people like you, and I'm talking about the Hebrew Israelites, the fucking black supremacists, you and people like you think, won't even admit that during this current time and these days, that black people actually can get more than white people these days. You can't admit that. And not only that, all right, let's roll with it.
Your ancestors did.
During that time, I don't know. I wasn't alive during that time, so I can't tell you the exact geopolitical position.
This is why we call the white man the devil. Because you know.
No. You don't need nothing. You just need to see that we're white to call us the devil. And you done showed that. White people could do fucking everything in the world for you. White people could chug that cock and you'd be like, you ain't sucking it right, bitch. You fuck ass honky. I'm just saying, white people, not all white people is the same. Not all black people is the same. Not all of any one fucking colored skin people is the same, dude.
Like I'm saying, I can totally understand where you're coming from, but I don't agree.
I would much rather hang out with some black people than some white people. I would much rather hang out with some brown people than some white people. You know, the color of your skin does not automatically tell me everything I need to know about you, you fuck ass honky.
You know that a black person couldn't come over as your ancestors did and reap the benefits.
See, now when he first made this this argument, he didn't put the time qualifier on it that he snuck in after I made my original opposition. So yeah, once you put that time qualifier of back then sure, you had the Jim Crow laws and everything. But I'm talking about these days after Jim Crow was abolished, after we had all the Civil Rights Acts, which was what, in the 60s or something? I don't know. I got to brush up on my history on that a little bit. But I'm just saying. So now in these days, shit is different than what it was in those days. Is it not? Or are you exactly just as oppressed as what your people was back then? And see, you come at me sideways, you're going to get came on sideways, ho. I don't give a flying fuck what color you are. You come at me sideways, you're going to get came on sideways. But that's okay, because I'm going to do nothing but talk about theology next time. Because I don't even give a fuck about all this race conversation, you know. So next time, we're going to get right into some theology, okay? Next time, I'm going to tell you what I think about your theology. And we can argue about the theology. Because followers of Abraham are a blood cult of sin worshippers. Yahweh, Jesus, and Allah are desert war gods of hypocrisy, not the actual one true creator. Let's talk about that. I want to talk about that next time.
Of America, like your ancestors did. You know it. This is why we call the white man the devil. Like, you won't even be honest. Like, if you say something honest about black people, whether I like that they did it or not, whether I agree with whether they did it or not, I'm going to be honest. I don't have to be dishonest in conversation. But what you want to do...
Yeah, well, I'm not calling you dishonest.
I'm not saying you call it... I'm calling you dishonest. I'm saying you're not being honest. And
so all you're doing here is trying to have intellectually honest conversation, right? That's all you're doing here? That's kind of what you're making it seem like. But no, I think... See, after finishing this conversation with him... which I'll get to at some point. After finishing this conversation with him, I don't think you are trying to have intellectually honest conversations with people. No, not entirely, because you got these mental blocks up of us versus them and all white people's the same. And you come at me sideways, and then yeah, I'm gonna come right back at you sideways, bro. But like what? I'm supposed to be like, oh, I'm just gonna let him come at me sideways because he's black? Nah, fuck you, motherfucker.
Because you know that a black family, like your white family, that came over to the Americas after slavery was abolished.
See, he's trying to tell me about my white family like he fucking knows, dude. My grandpa was treated like fucking shit when he moved here right after World War II. By white people, okay? By white people. So much so that he had to take an entirely different last name just so that, you know, right off the bat, he wasn't seen as German. And motherfucker still got German accent. All you had to do is talk to him for like half a second to hear the German accent, but...
would not reap the same benefits as your family would. You know that.
No, see, and that's what he's trying to tell me what I know, while at the same time not listening to what I know. But he already knows what I know, right? You already know what I know without... But he says here in a second, I don't give a fuck about you and your family or what you know. So how are you supposed to know what I know when you ain't even listening to what the fuck I know or my experience?
There's a good book. I want you to read a book. I want you to read a book. I'm going to give you some homework. There's a good book. It's called...
Now, there is no book in the world that I would read, that I could read, that would make me submit or capitulate to any motherfucker, regardless of your goddamn skin color. Okay? Regardless of your fucking skin color. If some Asian person came and say, oh, read this book and you all want to suck on my dick. Nah, motherfucker. Nah, that ain't gonna happen. If some fucking Italian motherfucker, oh, I got a book for you. You just read this and it'll tell you all why you should submit to me. Nah, motherfucker. I ain't submitting to shit, motherfucker. To no one. To no, and I don't expect anyone to submit to me. No man has the right to rule over another.
Assumptions about my family was German, dude. My family was German.
Germans, listen. You know when you say Germans, America loved the fucking Germans.
Okay, qualifier. At the beginning of the war, okay, before the war happened, see, there was a point when the American perception was favorable towards Germany. There was a point for that, okay? But then that flip-flop that turned, okay? And sure, there was elements within the American government that did love the Germans, and there was Operation Paperclip, where they took a bunch of German scientists over here. Werner von Braun, one of their main rocket scientists over there. Einstein, was a German scientist. So yeah, there are elements within the government who always liked and were partial towards the Germans, but once the war started, see, that started the general average perception of the American changed because of the war propaganda. Okay, so yeah, you got to put time qualifiers in here. Just because there was a particular point in time where generally the American people were favorable towards the German people, that doesn't mean it stayed that way all through the war. Does it? No, the fuck it don't. Because by the time my grandfather got here, they did not like Germans worth a fuck. My grandfather had a hard time when he first moved here from Germany.
America snuck all of Hitler's scientists. That's cap. America snuck all of Hitler's scientists over here. Probably Hitler too. They snuck all of them over here. There is no hatred of Germans, but I want to give you homework.
No, that was cap. Talking about there was no hatred towards Germans. See, he keeps talking like each country is a monolith. He keeps talking like every skin color is a monolith, and they just do nothing but unite and stick together. That is not accurate, son. Not accurate, sir. You fuck ass honky.
About America, there's a good book.
I identify you as part white, dude. See, he's a self-hating motherfucker. He knows he's part white. He's like, fuck that little fucking 12% in me that's white.
I just need you to listen. I just need you to listen. He didn't get hung.
I got you, homie.
No problem. There's a good book I want you to get. It's called The Black Image.
See, I am calling into his show, okay? And whenever I call into anyone's show, I will show them that respect of just shutting the fuck up when they want me to, okay? I will do that because I know I'm going to come right behind and make a reaction to it, and I'll get to fucking pause it any chance I want to express my full opinion and perceptions. So I know that's coming, so I'm very happy to just shut the fuck up and let you talk. Because I know we're just going to end up here in this spot right here where I can hit the mute button on you and overlay and interject whatever the flying fuck I want. So let's roll with it.
Let me make sure it's on Amazon still. The Black Image in the White Mind. I want you to get that book. It's a good book. It's a book now.
So whoever wrote that book, by the sounds of it, was white. But does that mean that white person that wrote that book speaks for all fucking white people? Nah. See, I know it would be much easier and much simpler to just think, oh, all of one skin color is a monolith. They're all the same. I know that would be much simpler and easier for you. But that is actually a simple-minded way to view things that does not account for the nuance of human diversity. That's human diversity. I don't even believe in the race construct. The construct of divisions of race within the human race is false and juxtaposed and superimposed. Okay? And you can accept it or you cannot accept it. I do not accept it. We are all the human race, motherfucker. Now, of course, genetically, there are, some people that are Homo sapien that have Denisovian, that have Floresians, that have Neanderthal. Look, you see this forehead? Look. You see that? Look, this forehead didn't happen by itself, bro. Like, I think I got some Neanderthal in me. I still got to get some blood work done to find out for sure. But I'm pretty sure I got some Neanderthal in me, bro. I mean, look at this fucking forehead, man. I'm just saying. If anything, I'm fucking Neandro Homo sapien. If anything, there's Floresian Homo sapien. If anything, there's Denisovian Homo sapien. I forget the fourth one. I'm just saying, but black, but brown, but red, but yellow, but white, that's all fucking false, homie. That is all false. That is not scientifically verified.
I'm trying to find the original one. You may have to search this name online to get the original because it's a book that was written from 1812 to 1917, 100-year book on the study of the black image in the white mind. And I want you to read that book.
Oh, 1917, huh? My family didn't get here till well after that, bro. So even going with the assumption that any white person that was here in America thought exactly this way as that one white person who wrote that fucking book. Even going with that assumption, that wouldn't fucking apply to me and my goddamn family, bro.
And then it'll help you understand that what they wrote in that book, it's a 100-year book. So it started in 1812, finished in 1917. And in that book, it tells you that America was never made for black people, ever. It'll tell you what they thought about us. It'll tell you how it never changed. And that same system of that book is this.
Okay, and so that was from 1917, and you still carrying that 100 years later? Who's the one carrying the hatred 100 years later? It ain't me. And by the sounds of it, it's you, dude. It ain't me carrying that hatred 100 years fucking later. By the sounds of it, that's you and people that think like you. Which, when I say that obviously doesn't mean all black people, because not all black people think like you, dude. And I've seen him. He gets pissed off when he comes across other black people who don't think like him. He gets fucking pissed.
Same system today. Right now, when you talked about Donald Trump, in Black History Month, Donald Trump decides to post a video where it shows Barack Obama and Michelle Obama as apes. So the same way that we were crucified and vilified during slavery is the same way now. The methodology.
Well, you're obviously not against crucifying and vilifying, because that's all you do against anyone with lighter skin. So, I mean, he's kind of saying that as if he's against crucifixion and vilification, as if, but obviously you're not against it, okay? You're just selective with who you think deserves crucifixion and vilification. Okay, so you got to come out and just be honest with it, which he does. In all fairness, he does. Like he said earlier, all white people's the devil, right? Oh, okay. So if all white people disappeared off the earth right now, it would all be peaches and cream, right? So it's the white people's fault that black people kill more black people than any other race, right? It's the white people's fault, right? Okay. So white people made them black people kill each other still to this day, more than any other demographic that kills black people, right? And he would say, yes. Even though it was the black person's decision to kill that other black person, it is still the white person's fault. See, this is what I mean by having an inferiority complex simultaneously mixed with a superiority complex. It's quite amusing. It's quite entertaining. Anyone with shit like that, regardless of your fucking skin color, it's projecting. You yourself have a superiority complex, so you are projecting that on people that look like me.
They change, but it's the exact same. So the name of that book is called The Black Image in the White Mind. Now, what I'm seeing online doesn't line up. Let me see this. Let me see if this is it. I'm clicking this one to see if this is it. Robert M. I don't think this is it. Nope. Now the one that I have, I actually bought. Maybe you have to Google it, but it's let me see. It's by George M. Fredrickson. Is the author of this book, and I want you to.
All right, you know what I do to books, right? Okay, they kept saying this, just go read the Bible. Okay, I started reading the Bible. Now I use the Bible to fucking annihilate the broken theology of Christianity. That they say, just read the Torah. Okay, motherfucker. I'll read the Torah to use what I find in there to annihilate the fucking broken theology of Judaism. Oh, just read the Quran. Okay, motherfucker. I will read the Quran to annihilate the broken fucking theology of the goddamn Muslims. Oh, just read this book right here. Okay, I will read that book. I'll do a book report for you. Not like you give a fuck. Not like you'll even watch the fucking video. But just to annihilate this broken fucking theology of supposed racism of all white people. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that for you. You beautiful motherfucker. I will do that.
Get it and take the time to read it. And when you read it, you'll understand exactly what I mean when I say what your ancestors.
You keep saying your ancestors. My ancestors wasn't even here when that book came out, dude. This is what I'm saying. This is why I brought this whole point up, because the last time we talked, he kept saying that your ancestors, motherfucker. My ancestors. If you want to say something about my ancestors and the fucking Holocaust, then okay, you got me. You got me. My ancestors did have something to do with the Holocaust, okay? You got me. But when you're talking about my ancestors and the American slavery issue, you don't got me. That's different-ass white people right there, motherfucker. I have more problems with white people than I do with colored people. I'll tell you that right fucking now. Generally, on average. Generally.
Was able to get would not be what my ancestors would be able to get during that time. Guaranteed. Appreciate the call. All right. I don't know if he hung up or not.
Hey, I was just waiting for my turn to talk, is all.
No, that was it. I was just telling you. I was just telling you the book. I was ending the call to take the next call.
Yeah.
See, look, he just wanted to tell me something and hang up on me. So that's what I'm saying about. And this is exactly why I said you're not trying to have an honest conversation. You're just trying to tell me some shit and then hang the fuck up on me and not listen to my response, not listen to what I have to say about all the shit you just fucking told me. You just wanted to tell me some shit as if I'm gonna fucking read this book and come over and want to suck your dick or something all of a sudden. Nah, motherfucker. Nah, niggas. Nah, hunky ass cracker. Nah. That ain't me.
The author's name, I'm going to put this link. Do I got moderators in here? I don't have heavens.
See, and still, he's like, well, the only reason that I would even want to talk to you more is just to tell you to read this fucking book and then fuck off, go fucking read it and hang up on me. Now, we ain't nearly done talking. I'll tell you what. If you tell me, look, Dane, you need to fuck the fuck off my channel, I don't want you here no more, I will fuck the fuck off your channel. But short of that, I will keep calling your ass, dude. Now, I used to hang out in this atheist chat. I'm theist. I'm non-Abrahamic true monotheist. And I was the token theist in this atheist chat for fucking 6 or 8 months or something. But the host of that chat finally got fed up with me. And he's like, look, dude, you need to quit talking about your stupid shit. I don't give a fuck about your content. And you can fuck right the fuck off my channel. I got a video up about it. Chris Black from the Daily Atheist Morning Show. Got to go back a year to find it or so. But after he told me that, I fucked the fuck off his channel, dude. My narcissism does not allow me to exist in a place that does not welcome me. And you don't have to fully welcome me. Like you can just be kind of like silent towards me and I'll exist there. But if you make it clear that you do not want me there, I will fuck right the fuck off. No problem. Because I got limited time. I'm only rolling with you because I like you, motherfucker. That's the only reason I'm even calling you. Is because I was impressed with how you handled yourself, and I like and you know, just from afar I like you. But you know, you come at me sideways, you're gonna get came on sideways. You're gonna get came on sideways like a motherfucker like that. Woo woo.
No heaven. You know, I got heaven as a moderator.
I'm not allowed to respond. I'm not allowed to respond to that.
No, I was just telling you to read the book first. You can't respond till you read the book.
I was responding to your fucking comments before you talked about read the goddamn book. See, He keeps trying to throw up these fucking red herrings just to get people to fuck off. You know, why are you acting like you want to talk to people, but then when people call up, you act like you don't got time to talk to them? You know, but when they call up and actually have an opposing or different perception than you, now all of a sudden you don't got time to talk to them. See, that's why I say that you're not trying to have an intellectually honest conversation, okay? And at the time in this video where I said I don't think you're trying to lie to me, that was before all this shit happened. And now I do think you're trying to lie to me. And you're trying to lie to yourself. You ain't trying to have an intellectually honest conversation, bro. Not with this bitch bullshit trying to tell me all kinds of shit, but now I'm not allowed to fucking respond to it. Nah, I'm about to backtalk his ass.
When you read the book, then you can respond.
What I wanted to tell you, but I want to tell you my family's experience.
Well, I don't care about your family's experience.
Oh, I don't care about your family's experience, but I want to do nothing but tell you about me and my family's experience. Caring goes both ways, dude. See, I do care about the black strife in America. I just care about people in general, motherfucker. I don't even care about your goddamn color. I just care about people. I am empathic. I am compassionate. I care about the suffering of others, regardless of your goddamn skin color.
I want you to read the book.
Well, why should I care about your family's experience?
I don't
care about my family's experience because I
didn't ask you to care about my family. I didn't ask you to care about my family's experience.
Well, see, that's not quite honest because you're doing nothing but, trying to portray the pain of your people, your perceived people, and your family. I keep saying your perceived people because he acts like black people are a monolith, like no black person has ever wronged him. I bet you if you were to get down to it and ask him who he got more fucking problems with, he'd say fucking black people. Just like I got the most problems with other fucking white people. Got me fucked up, dude.
When did I say care? I don't need you to care about me. I don't need you to call my show. I don't need you to do anything. But when you make the argument that y'all didn't have a hand, I'm just talking about...
Yeah, motherfucker, my family did not have a hand in the goddamn American... Now, if you want to say your family had a hand in the Holocaust, you got me. You got me. Okay. So a Jewish person might have... And I'm talking about, the Jewish people that was in the Holocaust, and not the Hebrew Israelites, okay? Because they wasn't in the goddamn Holocaust. But, a regular Jewish person might be able to say, hey, your ancestors fucked my ancestors up. Okay. I mean, I apologize for my ancestors on behalf of that particular point in history. Okay. And I do everything I can to fight Nazism. I do. Fuck you. If you want to go down that avenue, then that's fine. That's a different story. But talking about your ancestors had something to do with the American slavery and trying to put that on me? Nah, dude. I got enough apologizing to do with the bullshit my ancestors did, but the American slavery issue is not fucking one of them, bro.
What you brought up that y'all didn't have
the argument that
I'm making the argument that the benefits that white immigrants had when they came over here off of slavery is greater than the benefits that black people had that were the slaves.
At that point in time, I'll give you that, at that point in time. But ever since the Jim Crow law has been abolished, ever since the civil rights movements have been enacted, it's been a different fucking story, which is within our lifetime. I think he's about close to my age. He's somewhere around 40, which is within our lifetime, bro. So you talking about shit from 100 years ago and trying to perpetuate the hate from 100 years ago and then project the hate that you're perpetuating on me, motherfucker. And I'm just saying I'm not gonna eat that. I'm not gonna take that. Like I said, I got enough shit to apologize for the shit my actual ancestors did. But the American slavery problem is not among that I have to fucking apologize for, motherfucker.
That's the argument. The benefits that you had, you didn't go. You might have had a hard time. You might have had a hard time singularly. Like when you're talking is anecdotal. You're giving an anecdotal experience. The black experience of slaves is not anecdotal. Right. The black experience of slaves is not anecdotal. We were systematically enslaved. We were systematically raped.
Oh, okay. So he's already made it clear that he doesn't think any white people was enslaved or raped. White people have been also enslaved and raped, and it was usually by other fucking white people. You fuck ass honky. Just like, just like, over in Africa, there's black slaves right now over in Africa being held by other black people. I don't hear you talking about that shit. Acting like the only people that's ever enslaved a black person was a white person. Not black people have enslaved other black people. It was the black people who went and rounded other black people up and human trafficked them to be enslaved. And I'm sure some of those tribes that went and rounded people up, they kept some of the fine ones for themselves. You know what I'm saying?
We were systematically buck broke. We were systematically 3/5 of a man. You do not have that fucking experience. You came over here, and as a nation, y'all benefited more than what black people did. And this is why we say the white man is the devil, and I don't give a fuck about white people. You are a good prop because you like to come on here and sound liberal. That's how you want to sound.
Prop. See? Prop. Prop. Dude, I'm one of the most authentic motherfuckers you were ever going to meet, dude. Look at my goddamn channel. Like, I just do nothing but create what I want when I want. No one I'm not virtue signaling. I don't give a fuck about all that because I'm sure I've said some shit in this video itself that will piss a bunch of black people off, and I don't give a flying fuck about all that. I don't care who I piss off. I'm pissing off white people. I'm pissing off black people. Pissing off red, brown, yellow people. I don't give a flying fuck about all that. I'm just doing me. I'm expressing what the fuck I truly feel. That's what I do. It is authentic expression. That is what I do. Okay, talking about a prop. Like I'm just saying these things. Nah, nigga, got me fucked up with someone else. Talk about calling me liberal. Some atheist friends I got would laugh hearing someone call me fucking liberal because I don't play that fucking that red versus blue game, the left versus right game. Nah, it's red, white, and blue. Look, I got American fucking Patriot tattooed on my neck right here, dude. I got a police shield on the back with "Gimme Liberty" or "Gimme Death" on the back of my neck right here, dude. I got "Defiance of Tyranny is Obedience to Freedom" right here on the bottom of my neck, dude. And after thinking about that for a while, I don't like that word obedience. It should have been love. Defiance of freedom, or defiance of tyranny is love of freedom, is what I should have went with. But anyway, prop. Nah, I'm not talking about a prop liberal. Just because I said some things that we can agree on doesn't make me a prop. That's how I actually fucking feel. And I ain't trying to capitulate. I ain't trying to submit. Obviously, right? Obviously.
You want to sound liberal, talk about what Trump is doing for the Jews, talk about what the Palestinians did. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're sounding liberal. You sound like you want to get along with the black kid, the black guy.
Motherfucker, I was raised with black people, dude. You got me fucked up with the tourist. I ain't a tourist. I was never a tourist. I was raised in the goddamn brown and black hoods, dude. Homestead, right south of Miami. Topeka, Kansas, out in the straight up fucking ghetto, bro. Got me fucked up with someone else. Florida is integrated as fuck. I understand that where a lot of you motherfuckers came from, you just like to be racist as fuck. And there is some racism in Florida, but it's not like these other states, dude. It is, the racism in Florida is a much smaller percentage, and a much bigger percentage is all the different groups just hanging out with each other. Florida's a party state, dude. Florida, people are more worried about fucking partying and having fun than discriminating against each other. And Florida, people like to celebrate the differences. You just got me fucked up with someone else, homie, is all. And I know, I can tell by the way you talk that you see everything as black and white. Literally, that's just black and white. As if, I know it's very comforting to think that things are that simple, but things are not that fucking simple, bruh.
When I know all I have to do is keep you on the phone, all I have to do...
Then why are you in such a rush to get me off the phone? If all you got to do is just keep me on the phone long enough for my white devil to come out, why are you in such a fucking... Wouldn't you just want to keep me on just to expose me, giggity? Don't you want to expose me, giggity? I don't give a flying fuck, dude. I ain't trying to impress nobody. I got plenty I'm nothing but surrounded by white people that hate me, dude. Like, what the fuck are you even talking about? And all these fuck-ass crackers around me, there's all kinds of colored people I'd much rather hang out with and much rather have be my neighbors than these fuck-ass honkies that are around me. Got me fucked up with someone else, dude.
All I have to do is keep you on the phone long enough, and the devil will come out of you. Have a good day.
But yet you're in such a fucking hurry to hang up on me. If that were true, then you would want nothing more than just to keep me on. See, I didn't even have to do nothing. But before any of our disagreements even happened, he was already calling me the devil. So you already had a predisposed qualifier for me, regardless of what the fuck I say anyway. So who really has the hate in their heart? Who really has that hate in their heart? I hate every motherfucker on the goddamn planet. I just hate you because you're human. Ain't got nothing to do with your goddamn skin color, bruh.
Hey, the only moderator I see is Heaven. Heaven, that number, if you could text my number, because I got Heaven as a moderator. I have no clue who Heaven is. So, Heaven, if you could text me, I want to send you this link for the book that I was talking about. The book that I'm talking about is called The Black Image and the White Mind. If you could text my phone so I could just text you back with that link and you could put it in the chat, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Next.
I am the brightest night. I am the darkest light, and I am ascending, as are we all. The dark light is upon you. Stay beautiful, motherfuckers.